Welcome to Dodger Stadium, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And today's starting pitcher, Shohei Ohtani.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Taylor Ward, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Flashes the leather on the running catch. And there's one down. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Mike Trout in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Swings through that one out in front that time. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
Swings through it for the K. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Now the 0-1. And there's the ball. Next offering is in for a strike. Two out, space is empty. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Angels go quietly there. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And on the hill, the lefty, Yusei Kikuchi.
Well, he's got great stuff, but what makes his stuff even better is his delivery. Hides the ball for a very long time, high leg kick, and by the time the hitter sees it, it's right on top of him.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. The wind of the pitch. That one fouled off. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Next pitch is outside. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Slings it across, and Betts is set down. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. And with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
1 out, bases empty. And there's the strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Next offering misses down and away. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A solo shot, and they grab the lead. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So 1 out, nobody on. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and the defense comes away with nothing. Runner on at first with 1 gone. And now Teoscar Hernandez swings through that one. Kikuchi, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Curveball over for a called strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Man at first, 1 away. Fly ball center field. Adele pulls it down and he makes the catch. That's out number 2.
Batting fifth, catcher,
Will Smith to the plate. First round pick out of Louisville in 2016. Pitch misses there. Ball 1. Freeman off of first with 2 away. Next pitch misses inside, and that's ball 2.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
2 outs. That misses the zone, and now 3-0. Next offering is fouled back.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner in the scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Pitch kicks away. And the runners will move up.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
Next offering is in for a strike.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Trout settles under it. Brings it in. And that is the inning. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. Back here at Chavez Ravine. And now Nolan Schanuel. Ohtani back to work. Upstairs. And a foul ball. To the right side, Rojas fires over to first. 1 out in the second. And the batter will be the shortstop, Zach Neto. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
1 down, base is empty.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Logan O'Hoppe, the next to hit for the Angels. Foul ball there. A little bit low. And now it's even 1-1. Check swing, called strike. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And the Angels are gone in order. And it remains 1-0.
When I come out, they run out. I'll be rocking that stage to the sun out. Your boy cooked, done blown up. Time to lace my boots and show up. And if you still can't hear it, standing right there.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Now, Andy Pages. He has consistently been one of the best in the sport against lefties, and yet the righties give him trouble. You know, you don't want to be labeled as that guy, but the numbers say what they say.
Well, he's a good player, but if he wants to be great, he's going to have to figure it out against right-handed pitchers. There's so many right-handers in the game that you're going to see them one after another. So you would imagine with that many looks, Boog, that the adjustment's got to be coming soon.
And he beats it. He's safe.
Well, that's one of those where you just have to tip your cap because he couldn't have played that one any better. Stood no chance with the speed running down the line.
Here comes Chris Taylor. In there at the knees for a strike. Taylor, a middle infielder by trade, played his college baseball at the University of Virginia. Pages gets his lead at first with nobody out.
Ball one.
This one in the dirt. And a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. One gone here.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Miguel Rojas, batting with one down, takes a strike. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
No
Gary
balls,
Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for. Covering, you're just not going to have a lot of success.
And that'll do it. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the
Swear to God, I'm an issue. You don't really want war. He can handle this. You ain't built for that like Jeep Wranglers. If he
and
Ball,
misses
that's
inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And the right-hander deals.
Aye.
That
Two
one
balls,
not
one
close.
strike.
And a count 2-1. Next offering is fouled back. Hard hit left side. Slings to first. Angels retired 1-2-3. Angels held in check. They trail here 1-0. As we go to the last of the third, Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
And here comes Tommy Edman. He's already homered here in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Out there to center. Adele on the run. Hauls it in after a long run. One down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Here's Freddie Freeman now. Reached on an infield single his first time. That one close, ruled a ball. And that is ball one. Mookie on the move. Cut on and miss. Throw to second. Tag out at second.
Well, I think that was a hit and run right there. When you look at how far that pitch was out of the zone and the hitter still trying to put wood on it, put it in play, that tells you that they had something going. But unfortunately, it was a good job of execution by the pitcher and the catcher to get that out of the zone and then throw out the runner at second base. Really nice job behind the dish.
That's towards center. Adele pulls it down, and that will end the inning. Back here at Dodger Stadium, and now Taylor Ward. And that's way high, and it's 1-0.
You know, these Angels, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Pitch misses, ball three. Chopped left side. Throw on to Freeman, and one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man.
Now batting, right fielder Mike.
Here's Mike Trout. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Off the mark there, and that's ball one. Fought off foul. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Swings through that one for strike 2.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Strike 3, Shohei gets the K. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expanded a little bit with 2 strikes.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Just missed.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Right through there for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a ground ball. Rojas with the throw to first. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Angels go down 1-2-3. They still trail 1-0. Back here in LA, here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
And the 1-0. And another ball. That one lifted to left. Ward sizing it up. Makes the grab, 1 down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
The batter now will be Will Smith. He reached out a walk his first time. Ripped on the ground to second. Sends it to first. And they get the out on Smith.
Now batting third baseman, Max.
2 outs, base is empty. Here comes Max Muncy. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right. And there's the strike.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
This to third. Moncada tossed to first. They get the out on Muncy. And that is the inning. Nothing across here this half. We played 4. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Angels nothing. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Nolan Schanuel. Ohtani back to work. Went with the sweeper, but it misses.
You know, these Angels just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Check swing, called strike.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels. He's 0 for 1. First pitch, not close.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
The Halos yet to pick up a hit here. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. And now it's 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. The Dodgers leading by a run. And we're at the top of the 5th. Breaking ball misses down and away. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Now, a little bit of a questionable call on that fastball right there. It appeared to miss off the outside just a little bit, according to the electronic strike zone. But that's the type of location where you kind of have to understand that it's close enough to where you don't want to put the fate of your bat in the hands of the umpire. He did, and it got burned.
Here's the Angels catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-1.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Now, this
No ball,
offense has
two
just
strikes.
been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Angels go quietly there. They're down 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pages. First
Inside,
pitch
ball
just
one.
misses. There's a strike. Falling behind 2-1. And he hits a ground ball right side. Throws to first in time. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Here comes Chris Taylor. Went down on strikes his first time through. That's down and in. Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. He made him pay for that one, and they add a run. It's 2-0.
Does an excellent job of getting his arms extended to get the fat part of the bat to the baseball. Wrists do not roll over. They stay through the zone and on plane. Excellent swing.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. That's outside.
That's a ball.
Ball one. One out, base is empty, and a run in. Last half of inning number 5.
Hey!
The next
That's
pitch
ball
misses. 2 balls and a strike. And it's fouled away. Swing and a pop-up. Moncada settles under it. And there's 2 down.
Oh, that's a frustrating into the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
And Mookie takes. Two down, nobody on. That one almost got him.
Ball two.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Handles, throws to first, and Betts is gone. And that's the third out. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. Here is Moncada.
Baseman, Yoan Moncada.
That one misses. Ball one. Just missed.
That's the ball.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it.
In the air, right field. And that is a foul ball. Just missed.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
In danger of losing the perfect game here. That one finds the zone. And now 3-2. Making 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Rengifo. 0 for 1 so far.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And that one fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Back to the mound, he's got it. And that quickly 2 away. Joe Adell will hit next. Grounded out his first time. Adell goes 6 feet 3 inches, 215 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2017. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Two outs. Gets the strike. That was the sweeper. Struck him out. He says, I don't care about draft rounds. Take a seat. So he's perfect through 6. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Angels nothing. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Hans Kraus.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. He's already homered in this game. And that is downstairs. 1-0. Activity in the bullpen. Jose Quijada, the left-hander, up and throwing. There's a swing and a drive. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. That one misses, and it's 1-0.
Very humble guy, and on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at-bats in that way, Boog. He's just trying to stay with the plan, and that plan is hit the ball to left center field, drive the ball that way, and let it travel.
Yep.
Ball 2.
On the ground to first. It's in and out of his glove, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
Now batting left fielder, Teoscar.
Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 2 in this one.
Fly ball to the outfield for a sac fly, soft ground ball to the right side, find a hole. He can attack this a few ways, but the one thing he can't do is strike out.
In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. And another ball. Edman takes his lead at third with one away. That one misses. 3-0. Strike one.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. One away with a runner at third here in the bottom of the 6th. In the air, right side of the infield. Rengifo snags it for the second out.
Now batting left
And up to the plate is Will Smith.
Ball 1.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close.
Ball 2.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
That misses the zone, and it's 3-0. Max Muncy up next for the Dodgers. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Now at the plate, Max Muncy. That one finds the zone. Strike one. And a swing and a miss there.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Two on, 2 outs. Gets a piece and stays alive. And that one got a piece of him.
First base.
He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So bases all loaded up. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pages, 1 for 2. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Just missed.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Next offering is down low.
In situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
Man, that looked to be in the strike zone right there. That's a tough one to have go against you and force in a run.
2 outs, bases full. Here comes Chris Taylor. And that one is lifted in the air. Trout sizing this one up. He's got it, and the inning is over. So they get 1, but end up leaving the bases loaded. We're through 6 full. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Angels nothing. Top of inning number 7. Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward.
You know, he's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today.
Movement in the bullpen.
Ball 1,
Blake
no
Trinan looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Scott also getting ready. Right through there for a strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
And that's downstairs and outside.
2-1.
The 2-2 on the way. Ground ball up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and they come away without an out. So the perfect game bid comes to an end, and now we'll see what he's got left in the tank and how they'll play it on the mound moving forward. But Singy, he's been a lot of fun to watch in this one.
Yeah, Boog, really impressive from the very beginning. I mean, this guy was in total command the whole time, attacking hitters, and really he's made them look pretty lost up to this point.
Trout at the plate and takes high there.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
And it is 2-1.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
And that is cut on and missed. And it's 2-2. Stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And it remains 2-2. Chases that one out of the zone. It is 11th strikeout, and this one really racking up the whiffs.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Ohtani will depart, and he was very good. They'll be happy with that, no doubt. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a minute. New pitcher for the Dodgers, Blake Treinen. Next is the designated hitter, Jorge Soler.
Let it slide without a shrill. I guess the meekest or the sleekest is the sheepest is it ill.
Clips the corner, 0-1. Ward stands at first with 1 out. Off the mark there.
Out.
Now 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Nolan Schanuel, the next to hit for the Angels. On the outside corner, 0-1.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
Just missed.
I got 1
The
ball, 1
Angels
strike.
trailing by 3 here in the top half of inning number 7. Out to short, Betts. And that'll do it. Angels strand 1. They trail in this one 3-0. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jose Quijada.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Miguel Rojas. And that
Inside,
misses. And that is ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1-1.
Next
2
offering
balls,
down
1
in the
strike.
dirt. That one missing
3-2.
inside. Line drive caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Look at me. I feel so powerful. Look at me.
Here's Mookie now. 1 for 3.
Swerving. I feel so powerful. Look at me.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. And they boost their lead. It's 4-0.
First pitch changeup, and he was all over it. Not sure if he was expecting off speed or not, but he picked up on the velocity and punished it. Well, you can see he was out front just a little bit. Maybe didn't recognize the changeup earlier, but he got the bat head to it, hooked it down the line, and was able to keep it fair for a long home run. Really impressive.
Tommy Edman at the plate. Ball 1 there. That one pushed foul. And there's a ball. Yeah, that's fouled off. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. 2 away.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Ohapi sizes this one up, corrals it, and that's the inning. Mookie Betts brings the noise on this home run. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Back after this on the show. We're at the top of the 8th. Now it's the shortstop, Zach Neto.
Leading off for the Angels, shortstop Zach Neto.
Trinan back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
That one to first, and foul ball. Outside low. Yeah, the count 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. And next for the Angels, Logan Ohapi, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a double.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
Here is Yoan Moncada. That one catches the corner for a strike.
0-1.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Hernandez in position, makes the catch. 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman Luis Rengifo.
Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. Has grounded out a couple of times. And there's a strike. Swing and a foul straight back. Man on second, 2 down. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. That one just misses. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Runner at second, 2 down, and we're in the top of the 8th. Inside,
Nope, that's
almost
inside.
got him.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And downstairs.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Ohapi on at second with 2 down. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
When you go that deep into it at bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
Now batting, center fielder Joe Adele.
So up next, Joe Adele. Called strike right there.
0-1's the count.
Misses the zone and he gets him to chase. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Michael Grove looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Yates getting loose as well. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Angels nothing. Back here at Dodger Stadium, bottom of the 8th. Now the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
Nope.
Just missed.
Two balls, no strikes.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Ripped to short. Tosses to first, and that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. And here's the catcher, Will Smith.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Fastball catches the corner at the knees. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a foul out of play. Just misses with that one.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Fights it off. He'll see another. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. That misses the zone, and it's 3-2. On the ground, and foul ball. And that's too high, and it's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
Almost a coin flip for the umpire in that call, but most umpires just don't want to give pitchers a break up in the zone like that.
Max Muncy at the dish.
There's something lighting up here between us.
First
Off the
pitch
plate, ball one.
misses. That one
0-2.
missed.
No, he's really working him away, this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Tap foul at the plate. Next pitch is downstairs. And ball four, two aboard.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Jose Quijada will depart, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. New pitcher now, Jose Suarez.
Jose Suarez.
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in. Two on, one out. Chris Taylor now. First pitch, and he just misses. And another ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And that one is lifted in the air. Trout is there. Pulls it down, and there's two gone.
Now batting. Second baseman, Miguel Rojas.
Here's the second baseman, Miguel Rojas. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Hit in the air out to center field. He makes the grab, and that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. Last chance coming up here for the Angels. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Michael Grove.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
So back to the top of the order. Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward. Just missed. Action in the pen down there. Alex Vesia looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. The 1-0. And that drops in for a strike. Out towards right center. That's well struck. It gets down a base hit. And a good start to the inning. The throw to second is offline.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now batting, Mike Trout. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. That's in there, and that is strike 1. Man at second.
Ball.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Oh, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Soler at the plate now. That's ball 1. Slider misses outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
1 out and a runner at second. And that's in for a strike. And it's 2-1.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
I know a slider's a great pitch, but when you've got really good velocity, sometimes you just got to challenge the hitter with that four-seamer.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Up next for the Angels, first baseman Nolan Schanuel.
And here's the first baseman, Nolan Schanuel. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. And that's downstairs. Ball 1.
1-0.
Ward, the lead runner out at second. Soler over at first with 1 away. Ground ball could be 2. The throw to second. Back to the pitcher covering. Double play. And that's the ball game.
A little sigh of relief for the pitcher there, ending the ball game with a nice double play. You always love when you can get 2 for 1, especially when it wraps up the ball game. Nice win for this team today.
5-0 the final in this one. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
I spoke freely when the people needed me. I helped them. I didn't gloat, even told them no when the vultures came. Took control of my fleshly body when the money changed. Son, you do well, but your heart is closed. I can tell. Residue that linger from your past creates itself. Father, I'm not perfect. I got urges, but I hold them down. But your pride has to die. Okay, Father, show me how.